The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the February 10th, the magnificent Monday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day, and let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Now, the easiest way to do that, it's to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 11 o'clock in the morning. I do want you to know that I am absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this, during this next 53 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can feel free to do that. But instead, why don't you do this? Pick up your keyboard and send me an email. Send that off to steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, if you'd be kind enough to put radio show question. Of course, inside our Tiger's Den, well, then any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on Magical Monday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Well, we begin our day here with a rally that's going on. Dow is up 0.25%, 90.6 for the S&P. That's 38 points, 1.25% for the NASDAQ 100, 273 points there, 0.25%. For the Russell, or 5 points, 0.5%. For the transports at 91, a little over 1% for the semis. It's a 57-point move out there. Gold is up 1 7/10%, or $48. Silver's up 6/10, 18 pennies. You've got light sweet crude up up 1.5%. That's $1.09. Almost 4% for natural gas, trading out at $4.70. If we just begin taking a look at some of the TD9 count signals that are on my screen, that's that last row in this left-hand panel out there. You'll see the XAU as an example. It's in bar number 9 of a TD9 count pattern out here. It'll go ahead and complete that pattern come tomorrow. We're in letter number 7G to the upside. That is wave number 7 signal out there. So it's a time to be cautious. If we look at the gold contract as well, we'll see, we know that these things are so very directionally correlated out here. And you're going to see that gold is going to go ahead and form bar number 9 of a TD9 count today. It's going to go ahead and complete a TD9 count pattern tomorrow. Now, what price should do is price should pull back towards this oscillator and change line or top of the profile. So around 28.73, 28.92 as we speak right now. If we take a look at inside the let's take a look at the GDX as an example. The GDX actually already has formed a TD9 count top. It will complete that pattern today with the bar following bar number 9. In the case of the GDX, what it should do is it should pull back towards the 39.94 level out there. That is its oscillator and change line. If you take a look at some, I only have maybe about the top 10 instruments, I believe, when it comes to gold on this little screen. I got the top 8. Just have to look. Top 8 instruments. And so you'll see that wheat and precious metals, that also has completed a TD9 count top, or confirmed one on Friday, completes that pattern today. Wheat and precious metals ought to move back, pull back towards the 63.89 level. We take a look at Franco-Nevada, also completing its TD9 count pattern today. Price here will either pull back to its oscillator and change line, or profile. It's above all profile, so 138.77 would be its target to the downside. Kinross Gold, KGC, that also is just completed a TD9 count top today. Price there should pull back towards 1166. That's also its oscillator and change line. So if we take a look at what else we want to take a look at, gold is at new all-time highs. I originally had my black background screens open, but it was just clogging everything. I had to shut it down. I should have rebooted my whole system, but then I wouldn't have been ready at 11 o'clock. So that's a problem. You hear a lot of noise. I don't know if you hear it, but that disk is spinning. And really no way for me to stop unless I just shut this thing down and, we wait 10 minutes to get everything powered back up. But what I can share with you is gold is trading at new all-time highs in every major currency out there. What I was also able to do, though, this, by the way, this is gold in U.S. dollars out here. So you'll see that TD9 count on the daily time frame that's going to go ahead and confirm today. The monthly happens to also be in bar number 8 of a TD9 count. This is saying that this could top out between this month and the next two. We are in bar number 7 on the weekly time frame, so it's a 7th wave move up there. So that would only be confirmed with a lower high. That lower high couldn't take place until the end of next week out there on Friday. But what I was able to do, I think that's what I was saying, what I was able to do was at least convert gold in euros to the white background system. On my black background system, I don't have all of these tools that I've created here inside of a Ninja Trader, but this is gold priced in euros. So I've got to do a conversion out here. And if you look at the daily time frame, and I want to what I'll do for subscribers certainly is go through and convert gold into yen, Great British Pound, Chinese yuan, really all the major currencies out there, just so we can see if we've also got TD9 counts there, because that could be a real warning signal. Weekly time frame chart, much like the gold in U.S. dollars, there's no topping signal or pattern there. On a monthly time frame, it appears we are in bar number 8. For gold priced in euros at this stage. So it's a beautiful rally out there. I'm suggesting to everybody, and I do mean everybody, it's time to be cautious, both when it comes to gold and the miners out there. Now, of course, we've got a couple of those miners that already have completed or will complete today a TD9 count. Let's go again to refresh our memory. That would be Wheaton Precious Metals, Franco Nevada. The GDX is going to do the same thing out there, and KGC. So, in the morning, you can be paying attention to those equities. If they're able to take out today's high, whatever that is, that would be a strong upward momentum move out there. So we're in a cautionary period of time. Maybe the pullback is just a nice pullback, like in the case of KGC, just to $11.66. It's trading right now at $12.16 out there. So that's what's going on. We take a look at the metals area. Let's go to the intraday charts out here. And on the intraday charts, that wasn't the one that I wanted. I wanted a different intraday chart. Let's try this one. And here, let's go take a look at the ES Mini. What do we know about the ES Mini? The ES Mini on a daily basis, upper left-hand panel, trading above its green oscillator and change line. That number is about 60.76. Watch that at day's end. A close above that would increase the odds of a further rally. In the case of the 5-hour time frame chart, no topping pattern. Price does have resistance at 60.97. 4-hour time frame chart, prices trade above our resistance. That's its oscillator and change line and profiles. That suggests a further move higher. The same thing for the 2-hour chart. You do have a TD9 count top that's going to go ahead and, or likely going to go ahead. Yeah, it'll go ahead and confirm at noon. It'll complete at 1. Here you might just see price pull back to test the 60.77 level, but just realize that the hourly chart for gold has got a TD9 count top, and the only other thing I see is a 15-minute Rhodes momentum indicator signal out there. So that's what's going on with regard to the ES Mini. That's what's going on with gold. Gold priced in dollars, gold priced in euros, a couple of different equity instruments inside the miners out there. Of course, I'd love to hear from you. Steve at TFNN.com. Randy Peng inside the Tiger's Den. Be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Excuse me. Let's get to some of the requests that have come in thus far. The first one was from Tom G, and there's many others out there. I know Eddie wants to know what's going on with regard to NVIDIA. So we've got NVIDIA. This is going to be day number 5 in a row. Let me open up just simply the daily time frame chart. So we're going to have 5 consecutive daily closes, it would appear, of higher moves out there. Last time we had that, we had a nice top that formed out here. That was back on the November the 7th. Actually, price kind of trade sideways to lower out there. We did have another 5-bar top out here back on October the 8th. That was just 1-bar move to the downside out there. We've had a 66 consecutive moves out there. That was back on August the 19th. This is basically getting ready to form some type of short-term top or some type of top out there as it's approaching the bottom of that daily profile. So my thoughts are, Tom, my thoughts are, Eddie, anybody that's trading NVIDIA, from a daily standpoint, that 135.76 is its next price target. That is the bottom of its daily profile. What happens if price gets back inside there? Maybe it goes on to the next profile resistance level, 139.62. Or maybe it gets up to its TD9 count breakdown area at 141.83. Or maybe it gets all the way to the top of the profile at 143.48. I think what is more likely is we're more likely to see some type of short-term topping pattern out there on that form, so that I'm not looking at the intraday charts to know that. But right now, you are up 5 days in a row. We're trading above last Friday's close out there. We've seen nothing but higher lows out there. So that's bullish out there. If we look at the weekly time frame chart, what we've done so far is, well, we've got to get to actually current data. That would be helpful. We are trading above the top of its profile, 131.60. Of course, it doesn't matter if it's trading above that on Monday. Now, that's a good thing, though. But it really matters where does it close on Friday. Its upside target, that's the day. That's the weekly time frame, is up at 142.86. Monthly time frame still hold on. Looks like we got offline there. Monthly time frame still has that TD9 count top, but it does have a new profile that is formed out here. And support down at 109.42 and resists up at 146.89. So I said my thoughts are on NVIDIA is that it should the rally should hold today. Potentially you get a further rally tomorrow. We're up towards resistance. You ought to get at least a 1 or 2 day pullback out there inside of NVIDIA. So Tom, thanks for writing in early. Hope that helps you out and have a magical Monday. Jambalaya wants to take a look at ticker symbol IMAX out here. Jam, a nice job hosting the Super Bowl. I don't know what the heck is wrong with my daily chart on this screen. Sorry about that. Man, let's try. Tell you what we're going to do, Jam. And I apologize. I'm going to wait, at least at this moment. See, let me get through requests that I've already got all 3 charts for. On a weekly time frame, it's in bar number 8. And then during the break, I'll redo this to make sure that daily time frame chart comes up on our screen. However, if I get through the request out here that I do already have in the system, and I've got to put in a new one, I'll put in high max, and we'll see what comes up of that. So sorry about that, but I want to be able to give you the information that you're likely looking for. The next request came in from John C., and John wanted to take a look at Micron, MU out here. What we know about Micron on a daily time frame is that we are trading below profile support at $100. So on a rally, that should become resistance. Price is above its red oscillator and change line, nowhere near as strong as a green one. But as long as it's trading above that, that is a positive outcome. The next level of resistance on a further rally in Micron happens to be the center of its profile, which is very close to the weekly oscillator and change line. So those levels are, this is the weekly time frame, 97.02 is the first level and 97.79. So that's your resistance zone out here. 98.31 would be another one. 98.31 would be the bottom of the monthly profile out there. So with regard to Micron, looks like it. Now, the only thing that's a little bit weak out here, with a nice market rally, John, as we look at it, is Micron really just has an inside day today. It's really just trading inside of Friday's bar out there, where it's traded above Friday's high, but it's not trading above it as we speak right now. So a little bit of uncertainty there. It did have a 3-day rally, then a 1-day pullback. The question is, are we off to another couple-day rally out there? Know where resistance is at. And I do hope that helps you out with regard to what's going on inside of Micron. Dan wants to know, where is the next buy area inside of Lay's potato chips? LAES is the ticker symbol. And Dan, we take a look at Lay's. Right now, price is pulling back on the daily time frame, and it is testing the top of its profile. The top of the profile is 377. We're at 378 as we speak. If it closes inside that profile, then it's going to offer you 2 other places of potential support. One would be 293, the bottom of that profile, 344, the second level. That would be the center of its profile. It's a somewhat bearish structure, but it's such a small profile, we're going to call it somewhat equally based. When I look at the weekly time frame chart, prices also test a level of support. So you got the daily, that's by a penny, testing the top of its profile. The weekly testing its oscillator and change line. If price were to close below its oscillator and change line, that is on Friday, that's at 378, then that would suggest lower price, and there you'd be looking at in a range of 142 to 248. The monthly chart not helping us at this moment in time. So you've got asked a really great question. I don't have any of my short-term time frame charts out here to take a look at it. What we do know is the daily and the weekly are both testing key support levels out there. But I would wait and see how this, no, I don't see any rush into this. You had a 4-day consecutive rally out there. This should be at least a 2-day pullback out here, so today and tomorrow. So see what happens as price deals with those important support levels out there. And I hope that makes sense, and I hope that provided you with the information that you were also looking for. LB wrote in, wants to take a look at an entry point inside of MUX. I think that is McEwen Mining, is it? I don't know, maybe it's not, because it's certainly trading to the downside. So here's when we take a look at MUX. It doesn't really matter what it is. What this had triggered on Friday, Lee, was a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom signal. Now that signal just tells us that the market is stretched to the downside. And in order to generate a bottom pattern out there, we need to see some type of bullish reversal candle. We don't have that as we speak right now. Even if we did get that, so then you'd get the bottom pattern on the daily time frame. We don't have that right now. Then your battles would be 789. That's the bottom of its profile. 811 currently. That's its oscillator change line. 823 and 868 out there. When we look at a weekly time frame chart for McEwen Mining, well, I don't know, MUX, whatever MUX is out here. What we can see is prices trading below the bottom of its weekly support, LB. And so that says we could be targeting 695. What transpired last week was a TD9 count that had formed back in August the 9th, that is. Volume there was 2.7 million shares, was negated on Friday with volume, 12 million shares, taking out that bottom. So no bottom signal on the weekly time frame. I'm going to suggest that 695 might be an area to explore. On a weekly time frame, you can see that price is trading into the buy zone area. And the buy zone area is 658 to 724. So you've got some support here, but I'd let it get down. I'm going to right now go with 695. So I wouldn't use exactly to the penny up there, 696, 78, something like that. But that's what MUX looks like it's doing to me, LB. I hope that helps you out and have a magical Monday. We'll be right back.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, reversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The events for this month are February 14th and 21st, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Trader's Edge is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. Dan, thanks for posting that, because I was not able to pull up what Jambalaya had wanted. So I had input the incorrect symbol. No wonder I was struggling with the HIMX is what we're going to look at out here. I hope that is the correct symbol for you, Jambalaya. So we're seeing that this is trading at $9.43. That is below its oscillator and change line and with inside its profile. Maybe this is going to pull back. We're trading just slightly below Friday's low out there. So it looks to me, this has a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. The price is going to pull back to that buy zone once again. And that's between the range of 831 to 893. Now, that's in a daily time frame. On a weekly time frame, we have price consolidated with inside its new profile. That profile ranges at support at 777 and resists up at 1118. The green oscillator and change line is another area of support on a pullback there. That would be about 892. Remember, looking at price likely on the daily time frame getting towards the 893, but between 831 to 893. So that would be the area that I would be watching to see how price behaves. The monthly chart is bullish. We are in a breakout mode. Well, we're not in a true breakout mode here, but we are trading up profile, and it's the knockout breakdown level out there. So the monthly chart is in decent shape. The weekly chart is in good shape too. It's just the daily chart that formed that Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, and it already tested support once. That's at that 893 level. But you can also see it's that green oscillator and change line that has really acted as strong resistance. So HIMX is not going to get any real traction to the upside until it can close above that oscillator and change line. At this moment in time, that's printed out at 1019 out there. So I hope that helps you out. I hope I got to the right symbol for you, and thanks so much for your patience. Let's go on to SMCI. SMCI, Joe was looking into, this is day number 5, consecutive moves to the upside out there. Let's open up this daily time frame chart, see if we've got any more 5-day consecutive moves to the upside. We'd like to open this up. We'll try one more time. There we go. And yeah, we've had one more 5-day rally. That was the one that transpired and finished on August 16th, and then price moved sideways for 4 or 5 sessions out here. So this is likely getting ready to, need to take a bit of a break, like running a marathon, so to speak, where you got to just take maybe just a tad of a break out there. If it does take a break, your support level, and I don't know that it would pull back there, is 3184. What it's targeting to the upside is TD knockout breakdown resistance, and that would be at 43.41. If you're asking what formed the bottom, well, that was courtesy of Basil Chapman's wave number 7. That's letter G on my screen out there. You can see that once that formed and confirmed, it confirmed on the trading day of February the 4th. It's been a rally ever since. So the next level to be watching on the daily time frame, 43.41. Let's close this back up. Let's take a look at what we've got in the weekly here. Weekly chart is looks good. Let me see here. Yeah, 30.59 is the top of its profile. It's traded above that, so the weekly is not getting in the way of anything. So adds the idea of a further rally. The monthly chart, price is traded with inside its profile. 225.67 is support. Its next level of resistance looks to me like 42.40, but let me just confirm that. Let me just make sure. And it's 42.50. 42.50. I just have to read better. So it looks to me like 42.50, although this is getting kind of long in the tooth, so to speak, Joe. I've been rallied for 5 consecutive days out there. So I hope that helps you out, and thanks for your request. I wrote down a couple of symbols because I was kind of in the middle of things, trying to really figure things out there. I did a poor job of knowing who had the request for MEDP, but I will review this, and we can see here that MEDP had traded and closed above the top of its bear structure daily profile for more than 2 consecutive sessions. That was 1, 2, it was 3 consecutive sessions. And that is that's a bullish signal. But what it also provides us with is it provides us with an area where a counter trend move on a pullback would find support. And that's what's transpired so far today. And MEDP pulled back to test 343.32. That was the center of its bearish structured profile. It actually got down to a low of 343.07 out there. Doesn't matter that it didn't hit that right to the tick. But you can see that it's rejected that level. Now, a real rejection today would be a close above 350.82. That is its green oscillator and change line. On a weekly basis, MEDP has been consolidating for 2, 4, 6 weeks out there, and it's been doing it with inside its weekly profile. That's anywhere from a range of 325.10 to 359.63. And lastly, on the monthly time frame chart, let's actually get this up chart here populated. We've got a Rhodes momentum indicator top. No. Its work to the downside may in fact be done. Why is that, Stevie? Because price found support at the top of its daily profile. Old resistance that became support out there. Now, it was never resistance. Why wasn't it resistance? Because when it formed on a trading week of May 24th, trading month, May of 2024. And when that formed, the profiles were below price. That was a bullish signal. So that message alone is bullish, and then pulling back and testing, rejecting 304.73, that was a bullish signal. Now, that bullish signals ran right into where a counter trend move to the upside potentially could find resistance. That would be its oscillator and change line, 373.64. So the monthly chart, let's just clarify. The monthly chart is just consolidating between the top of its profile, 304.73, and its oscillator and change line around 373 and change out there. Consolidation on the weekly. The monthly has tested and rejected, at least at this moment in time, at level at 343.32, where a counter trend move would come to an end. Maybe a counter trend movie as well, but really just a counter trend move. The next request was to take an RDDT out here. And we've got RDDT is going to complete a TD9 count top today. And that suggests that this should pull back to test at least its oscillator and change line. The oscillator and change line is at 216.92. Not a significant move to the downside. If price were to close below that, its next level of support would become the top of the profile. So RDDT is likely pulling back towards 216.91 or 208.62. There is another level of support, which is down at 197.09, and below that 181.81. Weekly time frame chart, no topping signal, no topping pattern. Everything looks pretty good here. The monthly chart shows that you are in bar number 8. You have been moving higher for 5, 6 consecutive months out there, so that could be getting a little bit long in the tooth, so to speak, out here. But it's really the daily that says, hey, that's a chart to get your real signals. Why? I don't know what today's high is going to end up being. I do know what today's high is. Today's high so far, 230.41. Let's assume that's the end of the day high out there. If we start seeing price trade above that, well, the TD9 count pattern is going to likely fail. You need to see it close above that high. So that's what you'd be looking for, but support at 216.90 out there. So that was on MEDP. We're going to take a look, we come back from this break. We're going to look at the SOX. We're going to look at Avgo, Fannie Mae, Tesla, TVGN, and anything else that I can see that I overlooked out there. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. We've got the semi-charts up on our screen for us. This was from Duncan Steve, who wanted to take a look at this. And, you know, Duncan, this has basically been somewhat dead money, so to speak, for the last 6 months out there. This formed a TD9 count top. It actually formed that pattern in August of 2024. And it closes about 51.59. We're at 50.70 right now. It has basically been a sideways-ish to slightly lower move out here inside the semi. So just a sideways consolidation. No reason. I mean, I'll give you some information off the daily and the weekly charts, but it's that monthly chart that really shows us what's really going on out here on a weekly time frame. Price maybe is going to target 51.91. That's its oscillator and change line. We are trading. We don't have profiles to look at. If we look at the SMH, which we can do, and I'll put it down on my tab here to try to pull that up if we can, if I can get through with the SMHs. They've got different patterns because they have different instruments within inside them out here. But with regard to the semiconductor, the index itself out there, you can see really that sideways, long sideways consolidation that has unfolded over the last 2, 4, 6, 7 months out here. So that's probably not giving you what you needed, but it's the best that I can do. You also wanted to look at Avgo, Broadcom, I believe. So let's pull that chart up on our screen. Maybe Stevie can do a better job for you here. We look at the daily time frame. You can see Avgo traded above the top of its profile. That was at 222. Traded above its oscillator and change line, green that is, at 231. This is in bullish breakout mode out there. That suggests that it wants to go run for that high that formed out here. That has got a gap from January the 24th out there. The low of that gap, the low of that session, 241.91. The high of that candle, 249.59. On a weekly time frame, it's just a good old-fashioned profile consolidation between the levels of 214.14 and 251.88. On a monthly time frame, it's in bullish breakout mode. There's no topping signal here. It would like to run to the upside out there. So just waiting for the daily and the weekly to kind of get their shtick together, so to speak, out there. So that's what I see. We take a look at Avgo. That is Broadcom. You also wanted to look at, somebody else, Fannie Mae, Peak G wanted to look at Fannie Mae, I believe. Let's get up FNMA, and on a daily time frame, you've got price right now taking on both profile and its oscillator and change line resistance area. 662 is the oscillator and change line, and 671 is the top of its daily profile. So a close above that presumably would be a bullish outcome and suggest a run for its high. The high I'm referring to is the one from the trading day of January the 15th. Volume there, 46 million shares. You're up today in there with 4 million shares. We've been up there with 32 million. We've been up there with 7 million. So it doesn't have volume, but we're still trading above resistance. And as long as you trade above that, price should go target the high. Now, at 724, before price could get to that high, that is the top of the weekly profile. So that's really your next resistance point. We take a look at Fannie Mae, FNMA. Monthly chart looks beautiful. The weekly chart looks very well. The weekly chart actually went ahead and confirmed a sell the D point up. I now can see that, and it took price right back to support, which was the green oscillator and change line out there. So that's a bullish outcome. In order for it to really get bullish, you need to see a close above 724 out there. So that's what we see. We take a look at Fannie Mae. We had a request to take a look at Tesla. TSLA is the ticker symbol. We've got Tesla out here that is targeting its breakout level. The breakout level is 348.20. That's one possibility. The weekly time frame is targeting its buy zone. The buy zone is between 327 and 345. So we got 327, 345, and 348. That's the zone where Tesla is very likely to head to out there. There's no topping pattern that I see on the monthly time frame, at least not at this moment in time out here. So Tesla should head lower right into that buy zone area, 348-ish. Hope that helps you out, Rahul. Dan threw in TVGN, said if we had the time, and we do have the time, let's go take a look at TVGN. TVGN is trading out right now at $1.59, and $1.59 is in between its support zone, which is 135 to 142. That's the support zone of its daily profile, all the way up to resistance, which is 192. When you do close above the center of a daily doesn't have to be daily, the center of a bullish structured profile, odds favor buyers are going to be able to push price right up, just kind of like the push-tush, to push price right up to that $1.92 level, the top of its profile. So the daily time frame chart suggests that is the likely outcome. Turns out at 192, you've got company. That company happens to be the top of the weekly profile. That's what formed last week out there. So we know 192 is going to be some strong sellers up there, and if those sellers can be overcome, then you'll see TVGN make a run for 438, and 438 would be the top of the monthly profile out there. So Dano, that's what I've got with regard to TVGN. I hope that helps you out, and as always, thanks so much for your request. Mimi wrote in, and she'd like to take a JP Morgan. And her question is, should she continue to hold JP Morgan? Of course, I don't know. Well, there we go. Oh, come on. What I don't know is really the time frame it is that she was looking at. As an example, and so I'm going to answer it this way. As an example, if on a monthly basis, that's really what Mimi was looking for. She was looking, should she hold or not? The answer would be absolutely positively yes. Why would that be the case? Why? It's got a negated TD9 count top. It doesn't have any kind of bearish reversal candle that could complete at least an A to B equals CD pattern. You're in bar number 6. You're trading to a profile and a oscillator and change line. So maybe on a monthly basis, this thing is in hold zone, buy zone. It's in rally mode. If we look at the weekly time frame, we have a similar set of situations, and that is that 5 weeks ago, I should say the week of January 17th, its TD9 count top, the weekly TD9 count top, that is, got negated. A bearish reversal candle would confirm a Rhodes momentum indicator top. We don't have that right now. We have price just dancing along the oscillator and change line, continues to act as support. It was tested on Friday out there. So this is in bullish mode out there. So the weekly time frame, the intermediate term time frame is most certainly on a hold out here. And now let's get to the daily time frame. See what we see out here. What I do see is right now today, it appears to be losing momentum. Now, if it closes back above 270, 274 at day's end, that would be then support will have held out there. I don't see a top per se. I question whether that is wave number 7 as the count or not. So I'm not going to go there. But if price does stay below 270, 275, Mimi, then this has lost its momentum and it should pull back to test support. And the support area where JP Morgan would pull back to, its buy zone, so to speak, where a counter trend rally would come to an end, is between 260, 212 and 264, 61 out there. So the weekly and the monthly look very good. The daily looks like it's getting ready to pull back and test some support and just take a little bit of time off out there. We had a request to take a look at KWEB, K-Web out there. That's for GTE. And GTE, this looks good. It's a trade. It's in a daily breakout bullish mode out there. If you were to get a bearish reversal candle, that would identify Rhodes momentum indicator top. The weekly chart says GTE, you want to get above the center of its profile at 33.37. This is where a counter trend move would come to an end. So really watch to see if this in fact rallies out there. If you are able to get above that, you can see K-Web get all the way to 39.17. Knowing that 36.27 is the top of its monthly profile, and that would be a resistance area. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We will be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Welcome back, folks. Let's finish off the show looking at ZI, SMH, and AUR. ZI is right now trading inside its profile. I don't have a very good read on this one, Dan. Right now, what I mean is I haven't been able to identify any kind of a bottom. out here. On a daily time frame, we've got price that's trading with inside its profile zone. 1009 is support, 1087 is resistance. The weekly chart trading in between its profile, 980 as support, 1140 as resistance. The monthly trading below with inside its profile, 859 to 1223. The monthly chart needs a bullish reversal candle to form a bottom pattern. I don't know what the weekly or the daily charts need out there. I just wasn't able to get really much of a great view on them. This is so sorry about that, but that's sometimes that's what happens when I look at a chart out there. I just don't see the pattern. So that is on ZI. Let's take a look at AUR. Flip over to that real quickly here. This is for Dude inside the Tiger's Den. So Dude, this is trading above both its daily profile and its green oscillator and change line. It's in breakout mode. That breakout is likely to last for another at least 1 to 3 days out there. Today is bar number 7. Only bar number 2 of consecutive days to the upside. This may form a TD9 count top between tomorrow, Tuesday, and Thursday. Weekly chart looks good. Price trade above profile resistance is 733. That wants to go rally. The monthly chart is going to go ahead and confirm a TD9 count top this month. It'll complete that pattern next month out there. And finally, let's take a look at the SMHs. I did pull those up. I don't recall again who had asked me for them, but you know what, really, if you just go look at the monthly time frame chart again, you get the full picture out there. This has been in a sideways consolidation, fairly narrow range. The range is between 235 and 259, and it's been doing that for 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 months out there. 9 months of sideways consolidation inside of the SMHs out there. I can understand why folks would be a bit baffled. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Folks, stay tuned for the Trader's Ed. Oh, wait. This was the Trader's Ed show. I tell you what, stay tuned for all the great programming. I'll be back at about 3:15 with Jacob this afternoon and tomorrow, 11 a.m. sharp. Have a magical Monday, folks. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.